Another sunny yet cold day here in Ljubljana. So in the morning it was what? -7, actual feeling of -9. Currently it's about 10-ish. It's around 5, so +5. Yeah, it is sunny, but it's still, well, it's still better than in the morning. And you know, no gloves. And because today or yesterday, Tuki, Griva Tuki. Yesterday there was our video published regarding Klilsis going to the dentist. So I said, okay, let's talk about my dental history. So basically, you know, in the first grade of elementary school, and then also in first year of university, there is a mandatory health checkup done on everyone. And when I was in elementary school, so the dentist said, yeah, you will need to go to the dentist, to the orthodontist, because the situation there is horrible. So basically, for all the years in the elementary school and then gymnasium, so 12 years, I was going to the orthodontist, and that was fun. Basically every month I was there, sometimes, you know, every week. Yeah, so okay, let's start from the beginning. At first I had, you know, so-called monkey bite. So my lower jaw was in front of the upper jaw, which basically meant that they had to increase the size of my upper jaw. So, you know, you have that special braces that basically I think mom had to, every 2 days she had to wind up so that it would, you know, expand, you know, micromillimeter or half of millimeter per 2 days. So yeah, so they first had to increase the size of the upper jaw. Then of course I had all the x-rays and those done. Then they realized, oh yeah, he will have a lot of problems with his permanent teeth. So they decided to speed up the process with removing the, you know, first set of teeth, you know, child's teeth. What are they called? Oh, number 2. Okay, I was talking for about, you know, 10 minutes, and then I looked down how much time I was already speaking, that wouldn't be, you know, too long, and I realized that I have never pushed the record button. So I think that the last thing that I saw was you know, they decided that they had to remove my childhood teeth to make faster progress on the growth of the permanent teeth. So they started to remove, you know, not all at once, but, you know, they removed one, and then another month later they removed the second one, and so forth. And also they would basically encourage me if I see, you know, one of the teeth that would be a little bit, you know, shaky, just to, you know, put the pressure on and remove it myself. So yeah, in one of the teeth, well, one, I actually had a twin tooth. I don't know how it would be. So basically two teeth were joined in one tooth. Yeah, I think that would be correct. So no, they were, you know, like this in front, like a rabbit. So yeah, that that one was removed at first, then they started, you know, removing the others, and then they when of course they knew what the future of my mouth will be due to, you know, all the x-rays that they took. So when they came out, my second pair, second set, let's say, well, set, yeah, they also realized that there isn't enough room for all of them, so they removed 4 of them, so permanent teeth. I think they're called incisors. You know, you have 4 of them in the corner of your mouth, in the front, you know, like the remains of the canine teeth, you know, that you for cutting up the meat or increase the bite force, you know. So they removed that. So I cannot be a vampire, unfortunately. And yeah, those 4 teeth were removed in one go. So I know I see a lot of, you know, videos from especially America, United States, when you get, you know, the guest. Here you get, you know, couple of shots of anesthetic when in 5-10 minutes, when it's, you know, fully in effect. They just pull you out, so you they just extract the teeth or the tooth, and yeah, you are aware of everything. And usually, even though I know I get anesthetic, I usually feel a lot. I am quite resistant. You know, I have at the same time I have a large threshold for pain, but at the same time I have a large threshold for the anesthetic. So they need to be very careful with me where they, you know, put it, because a lot of time, even though I had it, I will feel what they are doing. So yeah, then they removed those 4, and then basically they started doing, you know, corrections with the alignment. I got several of braces, different braces. So in my life I had 3 different kinds. The first one was that for expanding the jaw. The second one was, you know, that made from plastic and wire that you have in your mouth that is removable. So I have several of those for upper and lower jaw, and of course I had also those attached, you know, the ones that have, you know, little metal plaques or anchors for each of the teeth, each of the tooth. I think that's singular, plural. Yeah, and you know, then the wire is connected between all these anchors, and it's basically pulling them outside in the correct alignment. So I have that kind. I didn't have the one, you know, with that you need also a head collar, you know, for further strength. I didn't need that. But now, especially the private sector orthodontists use those, you know, complete plastic see-through. You know, you get a whole set of them, and you then need to wear them in correct order. You know, I think every couple of weeks you have to replace. So yeah, and that basically lasted for 12 years. Yeah, I was basically sometimes every week, sometimes once per month at the orthodontist. Of course, all the extractions were done by my personal dentist, not by the orthodontists. I don't know why, but yeah, basically now I have, let's say, 95% or 99, let's say, percent nice smile. When I finished the gymnasium, basically the doctor orthodontist said that I should be wearing, you know, retainer braces, you know, that I should continue wear braces, retainer, you know, even later. But of course, after 12 years, I was, you know, fed up, and basically one of my teeth is basically popped back out from the alignment, so it's a little bit, you know, instead of like this, it's like this. But this is once again because of the problem with, you know, space. So yeah, that is a brief history of my dental problems. But well, there was one thing that was very good regarding my non-stop visits by the dentists or by orthodontists. As a kid, I never got one cavity. You know, I had always, you know, perfect dental hygiene and so forth. But yeah, so at least that was one good thing, besides, you know, a better teeth alignment.